Sports. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. He exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. A 6-yard pickup brings it second and 4. Here's Stafford. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Stafford now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams. Corum now on first and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nakua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's where the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 44. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss. At the 42-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The Eagles at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Touchdown, Puka Nacua with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Hurts completing this one quickly.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing is Hurts.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
40 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
This is Smith with the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Rams.
Stafford.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He's locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 and a first down. To throw is Stafford.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nacua
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Rams are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know.
And it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
First down. A gain of 29 yards.
They'll try to jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw, Stafford.
Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Now it's Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Stafford looks to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24.
He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Back to throw. Wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
Brought down on the play by Kobe Turner.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
Hurts will throw. And the Eagles have...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. Their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That is caught. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
That's good. Rams. First down.
Again, it's Stafford. And the ball is knocked out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Rams. First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
They'll send Adams in motion left.
They run straight ahead with Corum. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Blake Corum, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
36-yard line.
Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Eagles. First down. First and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Rams on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This looks like a free play for Stafford. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A gain of 14. And the Rams
22. 180.
To throw is Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Devontae Adams. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Brown with a stick skills.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
73. Delta.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Good for Rams. First down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Up the middle. Here's Corum.
Taking it right down Broadway.
He's to the 10.
Touchdown, L.A.
Blake Corum.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
1st and goal on the 1-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
128 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Yellow waiting! Yellow waiting!
And they will take a knee here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for L.A., it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date